Hi everybody, welcome back to Geektopia Island. We're here with the new Kevin's Kreations, and today we're bringing back one of my favorite rulers. It's Frayla, the Dark Elf ruler. I've always loved her idea and just the whole premise behind it.
Yep.
So we're just gonna delve right into it and show you all the fun new Dark Elf aggro deck with some of the new cards from the newest set.
Nice. Now, with her, of course, being mono black, you went ahead and threw in red and green as well.
Yeah, I wanted to change it up because I don't know, red, black, green is just some of the best card combinations you can ever have. And it's got some of the best cards of the colors, really, right now. And green is just too strong to not run. Yeah. Like, let's get real.
Exactly.
Alright, so...
What's she do here?
Delving into Frayla. She's a Dark Elf. She judgments for 3, black, black, and 1, energized for black. And at the end of your turn, you may put a Dark Elf from your graveyard into your hand, and you take 3 damage.
Yep.
That's there for the simple fact to just keep getting dudes back and get fuel.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to do any of the Dark Elf sorcerer stuff because I don't care if I take the damage. We're getting value.
Yeah.
When she judgments into a 10-8. She's still a Dark Elf. When she comes into play, you put a Dark Elf from your graveyard into the battlefield. And when she attacks, target Dark Elf you control gets +4/+4 and swiftness. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You can pay a red, give her swiftness, or you can pay a red and a black, and it deals 100 damage multiplied by the number of Dark Elves you control to your opponent.
That's pretty good.
So by herself, she can win the game, even if she's not able to attack, because you're just like, take some damage.
Because it's open-ended. It's just like, burn. And seeing how there's no Dark Elf above 2 mana.
Yeah.
You'll be able to have enough.
Playing a lot of little low Dark Elves, but we're trying to get there real quick. So hopefully it works. We're going to see. But we're going to delve right into it and let's do it.
See how hasty we can get. Of course, first one, not Dark Elf, but very hasty if possible. Little red, fairy tale one. 1 green. For 3/3 and gets bigger for each windstone you control, correct? Mm-hmm. And if you have a basic windstone, it gains swiftness. Not a very, you don't need that.
It's helpful, but it's not necessary.
Yeah. Alright, Shade Assassin. Tell us about this little guy.
Alright, so Shade Assassin is one of the best 1-drops in this deck for Frayla because he'll always have haste.
Yep. Dude
will always have the swiftness. So he has, when he deals damage to a Resonator, that Resonator gets destroyed.
Just straight up.
He's a 2/2 for 1, and he has swiftness as long as you control a Dark Elf.
Yep.
Frayla's always there, being a Dark Elf.
Always
so you're like,
haste.
Cool. So after you swung, let's kill that dude. And then, it's into my turn, let's get him back to my hand for 3 life.
Exactly.
Great.
Play his little mind tricks. Be like, you want to go ahead and swing? That's cool.
Yeah, because you know they're going to swing in after you cracked in for all your damage, so... Great, you just get to swing back and kill all their dudes with Shade Assassin.
Exactly. The next Dark Elf Gravekeeper here, 4/3 for 1, basically does the same. Oh no! When it enters the battlefield, search your deck for a Dark Elf, and then put it in your graveyard. Then shuffle your deck. So super good tutor.
This card is like pivotal in this deck just because it's a 1-mana tutor, and any kind of tutor effect is super strong in my opinion. I've always loved tutor effects. And this one literally puts any dude you want that's a Dark Elf into the graveyard for Frayla to get it back to your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's played Planting Beans or seen it work, so it's the same idea, but for free, or for 1 mana instead of 3.
Yeah, literally playing 1 mana and 3 life just to get whatever creature you know is going to work.
Yeah.
Be viable. Great. Sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Now, what do we have for the Dark Elf Spy here for?
Alright, so Dark Elf Spy, he's a 4/4, and at the end of turn, he deals 1 damage to each player.
Yeah.
He's there just as a one-of because A, you can search him up, and then B, he's there just to give you the extra damage at the end of turn, / if you need to kill them without having to attack.
Yeah.
Like if for whatever reason you can't attack, whether it's a lightning cave or whether it's whatever, you're still getting damage in every turn, and he's your other way to win.
Yeah, especially if you gum up the board with all your little dudes and you're like, just block.
Yeah.
And, you're still making them take that damage.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Treasonous Guard. It's a 2-drop Dark Elf. He's a 6/6. When this card enters the battlefield, deals 200 to each player.
Yeah, it's same idea.
Yep.
For 2 mana, that's 8 damage technically. So 2 mana, you're coming into play. We both take 2. I get to swing next turn for 6.
Yep.
Great.
Like, that's pretty good.
And a 6/6 for 2 that's pretty good body for 2 mana, and you get to either block and kill a lot of things or just swing and get there.
Yep. And keep in mind, you're always thinking that they're gonna have less life than you.
Yeah.
Even if it's by just 1 point, they're still gonna have less life than you.
That's your whole premise. Is as long as you have more life, you're doing something good. Like, you need to keep that advantage.
All right. And to help get that life buffer here is Frayla, a red Dark Elf actually.
Yeah.
Cost 2 is 6/6, and explain her utility.
Yeah, so Frayla does a whole lot for this deck. She has swiftness by herself only if she's the only creature you control.
Meh.
Okay, great. I don't care about that really.
Yeah.
If I get it, great. But when she attacks, another target Resonator you control gets +4/+0 in swiftness until the end of turn. If you do, at the end of turn, that Resonator dies.
Yep.
You banish it. So it is a May ability, I think. No, it is not.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you may gain.
You may gain.
So yeah, you can do it, you cannot. But if you need to give something else +4/+0 just to get that extra damage in to keep the buffer longer,
Yeah.
do it.
Because when you're like, my Death Touch dude here, he's a 6/6 or 6/2 right now. You
Yeah.
sure you want to block?
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Yeah, it forces him into bad blocks with doing it that way. And even if that dude does die, and if it's a Dark Elf, you don't care because you get it back with Frayla.
Yeah.
With the actual ruler. So you're just like, great. Don't care if that dude dies.
Yeah. Flinging smaller dudes by making them bigger is always a great fun time.
Alright, the next girl we have is Lily, the Last Flower from the new set.
Yep.
She is one of the newest Dark Elves to come out. She's a 2 mana 5/5. When she comes into play, target Resonator your opponent controls gains -2/-2 for each Dark Elf in your graveyard until the end of turn.
Which is going to be a lot,
So
probably.
2 mana already killing dudes, pretty good.
Yeah.
You can remove a Dark Elf in your graveyard from the game, put a 1/1 counter on her, and she gains Drain until the end of turn.
Oof.
So Drain gives you your life back. So all the life you've lost from Frayla, making you lose life,
Yeah.
or to dealing damage,
So it's whatever damage she's dealt, you gain that much life.
what she deals.
What she deals, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing with Drain is it's an ability, so it's as many times as you trigger it, you gain that many triggers of that life.
Yeah.
So if you remove 3 Dark Elves, you get 3 times the life, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except you're losing elves. But all the same, if you're at low life, you're like, great, let's swing in and get some more damage.
Yeah. Even if you do it that time, like once per game, then you're still good.
Yeah, it's there to give you that extra little life gain that you need. Like that's her point and purpose.
Yeah.
And if she kills dudes, great.
And the fact she's a Dark Elf and you can search her up.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, and of course the next one, always have to have it if you're playing red-green, is Sylvia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvia, Blade of the Supreme King, red-green, 6/6. It is not a Dark Elf, but it's just a good red-green card.
Yeah.
Swiftness, and when it attacks, target J Resonator can't block this turn.
It helps your other Dark Elves get in.
Yeah, it helps all your dudes get in. It helps the little red get in. And with the Frayla Resonator, you can pump her to make her a 10/4 that you can't block. Great.
It's a game-ending
Yeah,
thing.
there's just so many things that it can do to help you out. I've always liked the card and I wanted to use it, and it feels good in a aggro deck to use.
Oh yeah.
The next one though, it's not a Dark Elf as well, but its utility in this deck is crazy to me. So Lilias, Petal's assistant, black, green, and 1 for a 5/5. She's a wizard, and when she comes into play, put target Wind or Darkness Resonator with total cost 1 from your graveyard into your field. Everything except for like 12 dudes is a 1-drop.
Yeah.
Most of my dudes are 1-drops.
And you get Lily, or Little Red, because it says Wind or Darkness.
Yeah, so you can get a little red back that was already, like, let's say you have all 10 stones or whatever, or like 8 stones. That's a free little red, but probably has swiftness.
Yeah,
so you're like, swing dudes. Or you can give her swiftness with Frayla, or you can give her swiftness with the ruler, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Well, not little red. She can't get it with the ruler, but other Frayla can. But there's just so much utility in Lilias' Petal just because you're just like, let's bring back this dude.
Yeah.
Or let's bring back a Dark Elf Gravekeeper to fill my graveyard again.
Exactly.
Let's just keep doing it.
It's just dudes all the time, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it just gives you the ability to throw your dudes in crash them in almost every turn.
Yeah.
Or block whatever you need because you always get them back.
Now, we'll jump to the spells here. And of course, to help you protect from all the other kill spells and all the... And Jupiter, as you can probably tell from my Brawl videos. Get that thing out of here. Fair's spell. 1-drop quick cast. Cancel target spell with quick cast. Extremely useful.
It's just good.
It's just really good.
Like in this meta right now, quick cast is everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's just what things are.
Especially since most green creatures have quick cast. Like all the beginning elves and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, like Melfi has quick cast, Jupiter. All the like major cards that are used in green all have quick cast.
Yeah. And to also help with more counters is Severing spell, or Severing Winds, which is a spell. Costs 4 or a chant, as they say. Opponent play 2 or more cards this turn, you may pay 4 less, pretty much. It becomes free to counter target chant.
Yeah.
Or spell, actually.
Yeah, counter target thing for free if they play 2 spells.
Yeah.
It's just good. I mean, if you're playing green, you should probably be using it just because it's too strong.
Yeah, it really is. Otherwise, it costs 4, but it's still good.
Yeah, great.
Another potential counter one is Ruined Story.
Yep. Go ahead and get after that.
Here we go. Has quick casts. It costs 1 black, 1 green. Choose one, which there are 4 options, but one of them we're not using because we're not playing Scheherazade here.
Yeah.
So your opponent banishes a Resonator. Pretty good for 2 mana. Done. We're going to nix the second one. But the third one, put target Resonator from the graveyard into your hand. So all you need to help. And it doesn't matter if it's an elf, so you can get the wizard
back to get another elf for free. So you essentially get 3 dudes.
You basically chain everything. And it's quick cast, so by end of the turn, go do some more tricks here. Or cancel target spell unless the opponent pays one more. Yeah.
So your thing that you wanted to get really bad and you tapped out, pay 1 more.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's pretty good. Like 6 counter spells is really good.
Yeah.
For aggro deck.
There's a couple extra in the sideboard, so I mean we'll get there. But
oh yeah. The next spell here, of course, Null Darkness.
It's just good. Like red black quick cast.
Yep.
Destroy target resonator. Null, you destroyed a J resonator as well, or up to 1 J resonator.
Yeah. If it happens, it happens, because you're gonna empty out your hand.
Yeah. You're probably not gonna have much in your hand other than maybe like a Sylvia you can't play or like a counter spell. Yeah. That's really about it. That's your one in your hand left over.
Well, to help get rid of that, just in case, is Heavenly Fruit. Well, I love this card actually. 1 black, discard your hand. You may play Resonators. This is the special part. You may play Resonators from the graveyard this turn. If a card will be put, so that's the special part. We'll get to the next part later. But so you play this for 1. You don't even have a hand, but you have a graveyard full of dudes. Then you're just like tap, 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 tap all your mana to bring out an arsenal of dudes.
Yeah, all the dudes.
Now, you want to play this last if possible if you're going to try to swing in. Because if a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, remove it from the game instead. So you got to be careful how you play that.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its back and forth, but for the most part, late game, being able to get 4 dudes for 5 mana is really good.
Yeah.
And most of those dudes are going to have swiftness or have the capability of getting swiftness. It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
The other thing that's real fun is with Heavenly Fruit, you can play a Lilias Petal's Assistant and get back another free dude. So, great. Give me all the free dudes.
Yeah. Pretty cute. Now, you're wondering, you're going to be taking so much damage. How else do you do that? Vitality Drain.
Yeah, Vitality Drain is the final card of the deck of the spells. It is 5 mana, so it's a bit expensive, but it's quick cast. Your target player loses 10, and you gain 10. And it has Awakening for removing mystery counters, but I don't have mystery counters, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
It's mostly there to gain you the 10 life that you're going to be losing, and to finish the game.
Yeah.
Because yes, you have a lot of quick aggro, but if they stabilize, they stabilize. It's hard to get through a stabilized board. It really is. Yeah. So this is your extra way out. You're just like, lose 10.
Yeah.
Thanks.
10. And by maybe turn 5, I can see them being pretty close to 10.
Yeah, like turn 5, you should already have them at least around like 15.
Yeah.
And doing just a straight 10 damage at the end of turn is pretty hot.
The quick cast is the key part.
Yeah, because it's at the end of turn, so you're like, great, I didn't do anything this turn, and they thought I had counter spells, lose 10.
Yeah.
Oh, I drew another one, lose 10.
Thanks.
We're done here. It's just, Vitality Drain is your win condition / finisher.
And like, that's why people ask like, oh, your elves are doing so much damage to you. That helps.
Yeah, great.
You
I'll
get
get
over
my
them.
life back. Yeah. The stones are relatively simple. I got 4 black green stones, the black silence, 4 of the blasting waves for the red sources. I have 1 killing stone to get the extra black because it's mostly a black, like.
Yeah.
And then I have 1 wind magic stone to give the swiftness if I have it. I don't need the swiftness with her to make her work real well. She just gets bigger and bigger for 1 mana.
Yeah.
All day.
Exactly.
All my stones are wind stones, so she's gonna get bigger. And then if I have swiftness, great.
Yeah.
And then the sideboard's pretty crazy. It's got a lot of fun tricks to it. We fill out Faye's spell with another one.
Yep.
Just because counters and things is really good.
Yeah.
To help with the countering for other dudes, we have Lorite. He's the 1-drop elf from the new set. A 1/2 quick cast. When he enters the field, cancel target active or automatic ability your opponent controls.
Which is a lot of things out there,
Yeah.
to be honest.
This dude can stop God's Arts. He can stop come into play abilities. So if somebody tries to like Mosasaur you or anything that's silly that you don't want happening, like come into play and destroy all your dudes, no, doesn't happen. Lorite's just super strong, and if you're playing green, you really should be playing him, or at least think about playing him in the board. I have 1 final words, just if you need another way to kill a J, because this kind of lacks in killing J's. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it costs a lot, but again, it's quick cast. You're gonna be not worrying too much about it.
Yeah.
I have the 2 final battles, because surprisingly, people can outrace you in creatures, and there's quite a bit of life gain in this deck to get you back up with Lily and whatnot, but if it works, it works.
Yeah.
One of the dudes that I forgot about was existing, and I found him a couple days ago when I was building this, is Sha Wu Jing. So he's a 3-mana 8/7. If he gets better if you're playing Great Sky Sage Wukong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's there because your opponent pays 1 more to play chant spells. That's super good right now in the meta, just because everyone's playing chants, because the chants are just really good.
Yeah,
you
they're
get
just
counter
very powerful.
spells, you get kill spells.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a Severing Wind, even if it costs 4 less, it costs 1.
Yeah.
Pay your 1, thanks. Or a Fayer spell costs 2. So, no, we're going to have a counter spell war, you're going to lose.
Exactly.
And then, lastly, I have the Heaven Sundering Dragon Palm and Viola combo, because I really like the combo, and it's just good for what it needs to do.
Because why not?
So, Heaven Sundering Dragon Palm, it's 1 mana quick cast, and it's choose 1. If it's awakened, you may choose up to 3. I don't have a way to awaken it, so let's choose 1. You can destroy a dragon, deal 5 damage to a Resonator, or deal 4 into your opponent. So it's also a finisher if you need it to be. So take 5 or kill a dude. Or with Viola, you can make something a dragon because she comes into play for 2 mana, quick cast 6/6. When she enters the field, target J/Resonator gets +2/+2 in flying and becomes a dragon.
Yep.
And you can banish this card, remove up to 2 target cards in a single graveyard from the game. So she comes into play, makes their J a dragon, and you're just like Heaven Sundering Dragon Palm.
Kevin, I do believe you mean Heaven Sundering Dragon Palm. Because that's how that card should be announced every time you play it.
It's pretty epic. The full art version is beautiful.
Insanely madness.
I watched this combo get played against an AU player, and they kind of died a little inside. It was pretty funny to watch, honestly, because they went all crazy with AU, and Marume was just like, she's a dragon killer? And then they got really sad, and it was pretty epic.
Yeah.
But the combo's there for another way to kill a J, or just kill any big dude, because it literally says anything is a dragon, so thanks.
Yeah. For 3 mana, it's a good combo.
Yeah, 3 mana kill a dude, pretty hot. And it can pump your other dudes if you need it to. The final card I want to mention, I'm still kind of iffy on if I put it in or not, is Lily's Protector. She's from the new set as well. She's a 3-drop Dark Elf, and if she's in your graveyard and you remove her from the graveyard, target Dark Elf gets Barrier. I haven't decided if she's worth it or not yet. Like, I know Barrier is real good, but for using the Dark Elf Gravekeeper to go get her to put in the graveyard just to let her sit there,
Yeah.
and the only way you can remove her is either with a Viola or a Lily seems kind of iffy to me. Like, I don't know. She's probably pretty good. I'm going to just have to toy with it and find out. If I do put any in it, I'll either probably replace an assistant or maybe a Sylvia or put a couple in the board.
Yeah.
I'll let you know for sure what happens when I play with her and see what happens.
Because even though Frayla is a Dark Elf, you're not really trying to flip her. Kind of, you're just trying to use the main ability. So if you decide against a matchup that I guess like if you want to flip her all the time, then I guess that would be a good thing.
And since your your ruler is a Dark Elf, that she can give your ruler barrier.
But then that also means a card that's not attacking.
Yeah,
and that's what you want.
So I chose more value like in creatures that on the board than I did worrying about what can be done in the graveyard.
Yeah.
I will definitely do some testing to see if I like it or not. It could be good. I'm not sure. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
But that's it for the Kevin's Creations for Frayla today. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Glad y'all were here on the island. And that's been Kevin's Creations. Y'all have a wonderful day. Alright guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And also hit the bell that gets you notifications on all of our content. Also, if you need the latest deck tech, it's going to be to the right. And if you need the latest gameplay videos, it's going to be down below.